Breaking news. Israel and Hamas have agreed on a temporal truce, and according to the agreement of this truce, Hamas will have to release 50 of Israeli hostages in their keeping of 200 hostages, because currently Hamas is holding 200 hostages and Hamas will release 50, whereas Israel will also have to release about 15 Palestinian hostages, Palestinian prisoners rather, in their prison. Also, Israel will guarantee the safe passage of humanitarian material, and above all will stop bombardment for a temporal period, whereas Hamas on the other side will also stop attack and will ensure that each day there is 10 hostages that will prolong the ceasefire. And I want you to watch this video that I'm about to play to you, so you see the benefit of this ceasefire. This is something that was long overdue, but the question now is, will it last for long? Because as we speak, Israel has continued in bombardment across the Hezbollah frontier. I want you to watch this video.
All right, starting with our top focus at this hour on Newspoint. Israel's cabinet has approved a ceasefire deal with the Hamas group that would bring a temporary halt to a devastating war that has stretched on for over 6 weeks. Under the deal, Hamas is to free 50 of the over 200 hostages it is holding in the Gaza Strip for over a 4-day period. Now, the Israeli government said it would extend the lull by an additional day for every 10 hostages released. Now, here's a look at how the temporary truce will affect the ongoing war. Since 1948, Israel has fielded a frightening military machine for Hamas. It is a hugely asymmetric struggle. Hamas needed to find a way out, including for the sake of its own population, who are paying the highest price here. Now, the temporary truce will bring respite for people. The fighting in Gaza has been taking place in a densely populated area in the Gaza Strip, and the casualties, the human casualties, the civilian casualties have been at the highest. Hamas fighters are physically close to and perhaps even immersed in the civilian population of Gaza. Now, the United Nations and other world organizations have said that it is essential for Hamas to free the hostages that it holds. The people of Gaza have critical humanitarian needs for food, water, shelter and safety. These are basic human needs, and they are struggling even for those as Israel's onslaught of Gaza continues, as well as hospital and medical support, which has also dwindled over the last weeks. The decades-long conflict between Israelis and Palestinians is rooted in competing claims to the Holy Land, and it includes disputes over borders, Jerusalem, security and Palestinian refugees. Both Israel and Hamas have broken ceasefire agreements in the past. In 2008, Gaza truce was broken after Israeli troops killed 6 Hamas gunmen in a raid into the territory. Then in 2014, Hamas broke a ceasefire by killing 2 soldiers and kidnapping a third. However, the stakes are high and the situation is different this time around. You see, both Israel and Hamas would want to abide by terms and not put their main backers in a tough spot, that is the US and Qatar. Now, Hamas remains committed to the death and destruction of Israel. They are clear in their agenda. Senior Hamas officials have stated that the group intends to attack Israel again. Analysts say the temporary truce would give Hamas time to reorganize, regroup and rearm, further extending the war. Now, the Palestinian group would look to restock its arsenal of rockets, repair its communication systems, reorganize its scattered forces and assess damage to its underground tunnel network as well. Now, the ceasefire may delay the possibility of returning other hostages home. It would allow Hamas to move the hostages without fear of an Israeli raid to rescue them, running any intelligence Israel might have on the hostages' whereabouts. Now, strategic experts also say that a ceasefire would send a dangerous message to Israel's additional adversaries, particularly the Iranian-backed terrorist group Hezbollah in Lebanon.
If you're watching us on TikTok, our Facebook page is Star News Network International. Star News Network International. Please follow us on Facebook to get more updates and also detailed analysis on some breaking news. If you're watching us on Facebook, our TikTok is Star News Network, and also our YouTube channel is Star News Network. If our YouTube channel is Star News Network, please do well to subscribe, share our video so I can reach a bigger audience.